Hi guys, welcome. Okay, I'm back for the live stream. I'll answer the questions that the order that they are received. Super chats or PayPal donations, $1.99 or more. We'll skip the line. All right, I'm waiting for this to come up here. Okay, Benita. What will happen when I meet up with Amit? Dylan, can you move a little bit? You don't want to move? Just a little bit? I think meeting him would be a good thing. Okay, so here's what we got. Walking away from things that didn't work for you in the past. Moving forward to greener pastures, use your intuition. Your life starts to transform. I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing. Sister, is he thinking of me at all with what's going on? He's thinking of you. He is thinking of you. Monize, our finances going to get better this month. Will you look at my arm? Good boy. Good boy. I do think things are going to get better. I think they're going to get a little bit better in March, and then I think they improve more in April. Malika, Michael's current feelings towards me. He thinks you're very smart, you're happy, lucky, intelligent, laid back, spunky, and that you could have a quick way with words, or you could be very fast at the mouth. Things that you're happy, pleasant, and easy to be around, easy to get along with. Andrea, what was it a coincidence that I saw her again? No, there are no such things as coincidences, especially when you're running into people. That is like typical law of attraction. So you're put in the same place. Well, there's a couple of reasons. It could be karma, right? Like divine can put you there. Well, all right, let's start over. There are no such things as coincidences. So the number one reason why you can run into somebody is because you've both been thinking about each other. It takes two people. So the example that I always give, there's a woman that would come to my yoga classes on Sunday morning. First class was at 9, the second class was at 10:30. And she used to live not super far away, but like a half hour away. So she would come at 9 and she would take the two classes and then she would leave. And she used to come pretty regularly every Sunday. Well, you know, especially with yoga students, like somebody could drop off for a while and then I don't always realize it, that they're gone. And then all of a sudden I'll think about them and they'll show up. It happens all the time. So in this particular day, I happened to be walking around the yoga room teaching the class, and I noticed that she wasn't in class. And I was like, oh, that's funny. Suzanne's not here. And Suzanne's usually here on Sunday. She's always in the same corner. People tend to go to the same part of the room, like we're creatures of habit. So I just noticed that she wasn't there. And then when I looked at my watch, because I have to keep the time of the class, you know, you got to be on a schedule. I noticed it was 9:30. So I forgot all about Suzanne, finished teaching the class. I went out into the lobby after class was done, and guess who's coming in? Suzanne. So it's like, and at 9:30 is probably the time that she left her house to be at the studio by 10. So it's the kind of thing where her intention was to come to my class. I noticed, right, because I picked up on her getting in her, you know, like she was coming, she was on her way, and I noticed she wasn't there, and then there she was. So it's like that's law of attraction, typical. We don't think anything of it, especially when it happens in situations like that where they're not highly emotional, right? We're not, you know, like I know I'm going to see her again. I know she's going to come back. She knows she's going to take my class next week if she doesn't take it tomorrow. Like, that's just how it is, right? There's no reason for her to be like, well, you think Danny's going to be teaching on Sunday? And there's no reason for me to be like, well, you think Suzanne's going to come? Right? We don't feel that way. So there's the law of attraction. Then there's divine intervention, where divine intervention may make you forget to shut the coffee pot off and have to go back in the house, shut the coffee pot off, and now you're 2.5 minutes late and you bump into this person, right? That happens, divine intervention. There's a reason for it. There are no coincidences. You ran into her for a reason. Either the two of you were thinking about each other, not just you, or you have divine forces at work putting you two in the same place. See, you know that the law of attraction is a law of attraction because you'll run into people that you don't want to see. So, you know, like you might think, like if you have a neighbor or somebody that you don't want to see, and you're like, oh, I haven't seen Joe Schmo in a while. And then you're like, you run into him and you're like, oh, shit. You know, like one of those people that maybe you can't get away from once they start talking. Andrea, does she think I'm attractive? Okay. Yes, she does. AJ, walk away from the connection of my child's father. I get a 70% chance that you should. But here's the thing. When you're looking at this connection, right, you have to look at it like he's always going to be your child's father. Nobody's going to ever take that away. Nobody can. But if you're looking at it, if there's somebody else around you that you want to get with or that is expressing interest in you, you have to look at the situation like if this guy here is not giving you what you want and somebody else wants to step in, I would give somebody else a chance, because it doesn't mean that you're not going to end up with the other guy. You know, I mean, you guys could find your way back to each other at another point. That's fine. Sometimes you have to go through that. Sometimes you have to date a couple of people before you figure out where you belong. But like, just because he's the child's father doesn't mean that you guys end up together. I mean, obviously you know that. So I wouldn't look at it like that, because and I say this to people all the time when they're like, I know they want a divorce, I know they want to get out, but they're like, we have children. Children know when there's something not right in the marriage, and your children are going to grow up and have their own lives. And then, you know, you're going to have to be with this person forever, or you're going to have to cross this bridge at another point. So think of it more of like your connection to him having nothing to do with the children. And I know it might sound selfish, but it's not. It's really what's best for everyone. And if there's somebody else out there that is interested in you and you're interested in, I would definitely be open to that, because there's nothing worse than trying to force something when you're not feeling it, you know, and everybody involved knows. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can sugarcoat it, you can, but if it's not working, it's not working. And I think that right now, it just may, I think that it may be better for you to explore other options if they're around. It's not so much about walking away from the connection and ending it and you're never going to see him again. You always have that connection. But that also isn't the reason why you end up together or why you should be together or force yourselves to stay together. You know what I mean? Sister. In 2018, I had a major elective surgery and he wasn't supportive of me getting it. Last year, he told me because he didn't know why I was telling him about surgery because he never cared about me. Did he mean it? This guy's a creep. Like, why do you say that to somebody? That's not nice. I mean, really, why would you say that to somebody? I don't know why you're telling me I never cared. That's terrible. All right, let's see. All right, this is what it says. You got 70% chance he meant it, but he meant it at the time. The devil is here, okay? So he's got demons. I'm not making excuses for him because I think what he said was really shitty. Even if you don't care about someone, you don't say that. You don't say that. I mean, what kind of a person says that? Gets me fucking pissed. He's got demons. So I don't know if it's that he does something that alters his state, like he does some sort of a drug, or if he like legitimately has some sort of mental issue, but he meant it in that moment. He normally doesn't mean it, but he goes through these like ups and downs or this backwards and forwards bullshit. And I hope he apologized to you because that's a terrible thing to say to somebody. I mean, you know, you don't deserve to be spoken to like that. I'm sorry. You just don't. You know, like, it gets me really upset. Anjali, what does the Capricorn think of me? Okay. He thinks that you're creative, you're smart, you're attractive, you're courageous. Thinks that you're independent, and that's something that he really admires. Thinks you have a spiritual side, thinks that you're loving, and you're successful. Smart and successful. Leah, is he dealing with someone else? 70% chance, yes, there is somebody else around him. Georgia, RS texted hello. What does he want? Should I respond? I wouldn't respond just yet. I would make him wait a little bit. I think he's testing the waters to see if you're going to communicate with him. And I'd just like to see if you could wait a little bit, because I think it's kind of keeping him on the edge of his seat. I think that he's kind of thinking that maybe he overreacted or he blew things out of proportion or something, but I would make him wait a little bit because before, when we read him, he was like annoyed, and I guess he's gotten over his being annoyed, and I just think he needs to like kind of sit in it for a sec. Rochelle, what will evolve with my connection with Dane? Well, you know what? It looks like there could be a soulmate connection here at the end of the day. That's the last card. It looks like you walk away from regret and past bullshit, and you're starting to move forward, even though it's nice and slow and steady. You feel like you make it to the top of the mountain, and you leave old hurt and old pain in the past. So I think that this is a good thing. I do. I think it's a good thing. There could be a soulmate connection at the end of the day here. Mary Elena, why has the Leo stopped communicating with me? He's worried and anxious about something. Something about the situation troubled him, but he's right here, so he's not gone away. You're still gonna hear from him. Yeah, it may be a little slow, or he may be taking some time, but it's not done. You're gonna hear from him. Don't worry. Anna, why did my dream of JF really mean last night? Okay. It may mean that you're thinking a little bit too much and you're not getting enough rest and relaxation. It also looks like you feel like you put in a whole lot of effort and didn't see a payoff, but you're prepared. You're prepared for whatever the future holds. Julie, will I pass my first concept map for this semester? Yep, you will. You will. Julie, is Donald happy with the relationship he's in? He's complacent. Complacent at best. Anna, will I keep this job? I feel that they're misunderstanding my hearing problem. I can do this job well. My stats prove that. %70 chance that you keep the job. I think you're going to keep it. But I think that if you have a hearing problem, if you think that they don't understand it, I would see if you can get in with human resources and explain it. Because I do think you're going to keep it, but it doesn't hurt to, let them know what's going on. Sister, he was drunk when he said that. Maybe that's the devil. The devil, yeah, well, the devil could be alcohol, definitely. But it still doesn't give him the right to talk to you like that. Yeah, I see this guy just comes up disaster. It really does come up with disaster. And like, this is the kind of thing that, like, he may not be, like, physically hitting you, but he's abusing you. Like, this is a form of abuse. Like, you don't get drunk and talk like that to people. I mean, I've been drunk many times. I tend to be a happy drunk, but there have been occasions where I've gotten nasty with one of my friends a couple of times because she was telling me it was time to go home, and I was having a good time. I didn't want to leave. But I didn't talk like that to her. I like, you don't talk to people like that. I mean, I just feel like this guy, you never know what you're going to get from him. And he's like borderline abusive with the way he treats you. And nobody should be treated like that. Nobody. I don't care who you are. I don't care how drunk you get. Like I don't know why you're talking to me about this. That's what he said. Like, I mean, what were you taking up too much of his time? I mean, what kind of shit is that? Like, I feel like people need to be called on the carpet for who they are. And we're getting to a point, like us as like a universe, like where people are starting to get exposed for who they are, and we're going to start to see people's true colors, and they're not, some of them are not so pretty. The people that have done good and that are on the right path and that are being honest and living as much as they can in their truths, I mean, listen, we all have to put on a face sometimes. We all have to make it through the day. But people that are intentionally, I mean, he had to know that that was intentionally going to be hurtful. Like, why would you talk like that to somebody? I just don't think we can give him an excuse. Yeah, the devil would definitely be drinking or drugs of some type. But he needs to learn how to talk to people, really. Colleen, what's coming towards me in the next month? Oh, you got some good karma coming in. That's good. Oh, I love that. There's nothing better than karma, I think. I mean, I struggle with believing in karma, but sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But for the most part, when the justice card shows up and I think karma's coming, I'm very happy. You're also not going to be holding yourself back. You're letting go of anxiety. You have somebody coming in that you may not have heard from in a while, or maybe just somebody out of the blue pops in. But if you've put out some good into the universe, you're going to get that back, and you may be seeing other people's karma too. Anna, I want to know if JF has been entertaining another person or is in another relationship since we've not been communicating. Okay, let me ask that first. I don't think so. No, I get one ace, which is a 33% chance. That's very low. The Two of Cups is in reverse, which would be that if there was someone, they would have been broken up. And he has the Hangman here, which means he's sort of stuck in the quicksand and he's not really doing much of anything. If not, why won't he pick up the phone and communicate? Is he done with me? Okay. Is he done with me? He's not done. No, you only got one ace. Why isn't he communicating? Well, he's holding himself back and he's feeling very burdened. Holding himself back and feeling very burdened. I think it has a lot to do with his job. I really do. I really do think it has a lot to do with his job, and he's feeling burdened about the whole situation. I think you're going to hear from him. I think it might take some time, though. That's the thing. It may take some time. But I think you're going to hear from him. I know, it's real. This shit is really painful. I know. And it's so many people are in the same situation. Leo, what is the reason why he withdrew? He's just not prepared. He had a recent crisis of some type that's knocked him down, and he's just not prepared. Leah, is he satisfied with his decision? Not really. Only 33% chance that he's satisfied. Raise the one spirit cards. All right. Eight of Earth. Skilled work is rewarded, learning all there is to know about a topic, going back to school. The Queen of Air. Objective decision making, clearing all that is no longer that serves you, clearing all that no longer serves you, and seeing the humor in a situation. Seven of Earth. Seeds well planted, a temporary pause in action, unnecessary worry. Don't worry. Your seeds have been well planted. What are you doing? Stretching? Yeah? All right. Balance. Does Rebecca want to have intimacy with me? Okay, let's see. Yes. Yeah. 70% chance, yes. Yeah. AJ, should I be establishing a connection with awe now? Yeah, I don't think it would hurt. I think it would be a good thing. Leah, does he still have feelings and is any action coming? Okay, does he still have feelings? He does. He does still have feelings. You could be hearing from him. Maybe within the next 9 weeks. 9 weeks. Julie, will I get pregnant and have another baby? I think you will. Yeah. The possibilities is there if you want it. Anna, is my son Steven serving in the Navy stationed in California safe from the coronavirus, and Jay overseas? Are they protected too? I believe that they're all protected, but let's see what the cards have to say. I'm going to ask as 2 separate questions. I believe that there is something so much more that I think that this virus is a distraction for something else. That's what I think. Okay, is Steven protected? Yes. Is JF protected? Yes. I think that there's something else going on. I keep saying that it doesn't make sense. The level that we've gone through, where there's like like there's not there's nothing left in the grocery stores. Like, I just think that there's something else going on, and I think we're all going to find out. So I think that I don't know. There's more going on than than this virus. Okay, let's see. I'm going to go back up to the top. Stojance, love. Your love life can be moving forward very quickly to a lot of success. There's cause for celebration around a fire sign if you're not with anyone right now. A Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries. Or if you are with somebody right now, there's cause for celebration around your love life, and also some adventurous events coming up. Like doing things out of the blue that you normally wouldn't do that are adventurous. Skydiving, scuba diving, parasailing, things that you normally wouldn't do. Adventurous things. I did one for balance. I don't know if he only had one or if there was another one. I only did one for balance. Anna, when JF goes to bed at night, if not every night, does he think of me? You say that he is burdened. Is it from me, his job, or his emotions? Okay, let's see. He thinks about you all the time. He feels burdened because, like, his whole life. I think this job is a lot. I think mentally it's a lot. I think the fact that he feels like he's stuck and he can't have a normal relationship is a lot. I think it weighs on him. You know, like, this is what I do for a living. This is what my life is. But, you know, there's a lot of secrets around his work. He can't tell people something. I'm sure he sometimes can't tell you where he is. And it weighs on him. It weighs on him, like everything being such a secret and not being able to do what he wants when he wants. It's a tough job. Yeah, I don't blame him. He definitely does feel a little bit weighed down by the weight of it all. All right, let me go back up to the top. Phantom, love. Oh, I'm sorry. I gotta have a big mouth. I startled her. Are you stretching? Stretch it out. Okay. Arguments and bickering move into the past. You're no longer holding yourself back. You're allowing your intuition to guide you. If you're not with anyone right now, you have a Taurus that comes in. The relationship will be very well balanced. It will be on solid ground, and it could possibly lead to the happy home. But you guys both have to put in a lot of work. There would be financial stability around it if you choose to be with this person. There's also a Capricorn coming in if you're not with anyone right now, and the Capricorn may have some money around them. So at the end of the day, you may have some choices as to who you want to be with when it comes to love. And if you are with somebody, it can just mean that your current relationship takes on a spiritual connection with the Hierophant. So rather than Taurus coming in, it would be a spiritual connection, or you guys would be picking up a spiritual practice that would help your relationship to grow. And will my friend Val PET scan test be negative of cancer cells? 70% chance, yes, it will come back negative. Good luck. Good luck. All right, let's see. Balkis, love. You got the divine guiding you. Destiny steps in, feeling like you made it to the top of the mountain. Your life is going to change quickly overnight in your love life, your love department. If you're not with anyone right now, you're going to have a choice. It could be a water sign, a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Most likely of the three signs, it would be a Pisces. There's also a fire sign here, Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. They both come in with love offer and there's success around the situation. It's going to be something where you're going to have to make the decision. You may have to make the decision. There may be more than one choice. Anna, why my brother David still holding on grudge since 2001? Because I wouldn't let him stay with me in GA around my sons doing illegal stuff. Will he get over it? Let's see, will he get over it? I think he does get over it. I actually think that, I don't know if he's embarrassed or, but he's definitely got anxiety around the situation. So it's not so much, I don't think that he's holding a grudge, but I think that he's either embarrassed or anxious about it. I don't know if you guys haven't talked or you haven't reached out to him in a while, but he may feel like he's like he was an asshole. I mean, this is anxiety and depression. It's like not him. This isn't him standing his ground like he knows that he was right. I don't think he thinks that. I think that he'll get over it. I do think that you can work this out with him. See, where am I? I think I'm at Priscilla for general. General for Priscilla. Who's that, Mama? Okay, you've got a soulmate relationship around you. If you're not with anyone right now, somebody comes in. If you are with someone right now, your relationship can have a new beginning. There is going to be an offer in front of you that you're not going to be able to refuse, and serenity comes in. So you should be feeling really good over the next couple of weeks. Oh, shit. Oh, I thought the phone died. What are you doing over there, Mommy? Stretching? Stretch it out. Stretch it out. are we here? Chad Weezy, love. Chad Weezy, love. Okay, so it looks like you're going to be working here on the happy home. You're going to be putting a lot of work in. So this here could be like physical work, like fixing things, redecorating, that kind of stuff. Use your intuition. Your life is moving forward quickly. If you're not with anyone right now, you have a fire sign coming in. That you may get a new beginning with a fire sign, a Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries. If you're not with anyone if you are with someone right now, your current relationship can get a new beginning. And happiness comes in after a little bit of persevering. So if you're currently with someone, you may need to work a little bit on the relationship to reconnect. And if you're not with someone, a new person comes in, fire sign. You guys work pretty hard to get yourself in a good place. And, you know, it looks like you guys would like, it looks like if it's somebody new, it would fall together pretty fast. It would just kind of happen pretty fast. Snow on the Sahara. Will Patrick, an ex-young Aries guy, communicate with me? He broke up with me more than a month ago and no contact at all. Yeah, you're going to hear from him. Yeah, you'll hear from him. AJ, what is blocking my healing from him? Oh, like what's keeping you from getting over him? All right. I think that you may need to distance yourself a little bit. I think you may need to just back up a little bit, put some time and space between the two of you, and I think that you may feel like a little bit differently in a couple of weeks. I think right now, even though the two of you aren't together, and I know you have a kid together, so it's really hard, but I think removing yourself from the situation for a little while and focusing on other things will help. I really do, because it looks like you're constantly in this heartbroken situation. And like, it's almost like he's the devil in this situation. Not that he's being bad or he's doing bad things, but it's like you're not removing yourself enough from the situation. I think if you didn't have to see him or talk to him so much, I know it's really hard because of the kid, but I think it would be easier for you to put some time and distance in between the two of you, and you would feel differently. Anna, is JF doing inner self work on himself about marriage and commitment with me or not? How is he physically doing? Okay. I don't think he's thinking much right now about marriage or commitment. I'm wondering if he, at any point, did he speak to you about it? I can't remember. Because it doesn't come up right now that he's like thinking about marriage and commitment. Let me see how he's doing physically. How's this guy doing physically? He's okay physically. He's okay. I think he takes care of himself. I think he has to. He looks, his health looks okay, or his physical appearance looks okay, I think. Mariana, will my boyfriend win next week in the fishing tournament? Okay. I didn't get any aces, so I can't give you a percentage, but the sun is here, which is positive, so I would think, yes, he is going to win. Jessica A, general for me in the Pisces. Okay. All right, it looks right now that your situation is somewhat in a standstill because you've got the death card here in reverse, which means things have not been moving forward, and you might be feeling a little stuck yourself. It also shows that you may be feeling like you don't have a lot of choices around you, but I think you have some time ahead of you before you reconnect with the Pisces. He's not showing up here now, and the Six of Cups is in reverse. Yeah, it looks like this may take a little bit of time to work itself out. And at the end of the day, it's going to be your decision. But he may either be making you wait a while, or he may be, I don't know, is he with somebody else? I'm not seeing anyone else. The third party is not showing up here. But there just seems to be a lot of time and indecision and feeling stuck around the situation right now. It doesn't mean it's not going to change. Anna, so are you saying that he doesn't desire commitment with me? No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that he's not thinking about it right now. I don't think that he's not focused right now on getting married. I think he's more focused on what he's doing at his job. I just don't think that he's thinking about it right now. I'm wondering where it is that you left off with him. Did you leave off with him as you two guys were a couple, or I can't remember? Because the way he comes off right now, he comes off like overwhelmed, distant, but not just with you, with everyone. Like a little bit overwhelmed, like I'm just working, like this is, you know what I mean? Like he's not coming off like I'm looking to get married right now. That's not coming up here right now. It doesn't mean it's not going to change. Like things can change, and they can change pretty quickly, but I'm not sure why you think that he may be thinking about marriage, because I'm not, it's like, it's not, it doesn't look like he's even thinking about being in love or in relationships. It looks like right now he's very preoccupied with work. But I can't remember what your status was with him. I forgot. Let me see if there's anything here that I'm missing. You were together when he left? He was angry that he's still over there. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Like it feels like he's overwhelmed with work and he's swamped with work and he's just not really thinking about anything else. You have any idea when he's going to come home permanently, or if he's coming home permanently in the near future? Because that's when things may change. It's almost like he feels right now like the wind has been let out of his sails. Yeah, hopefully he comes home. I think that when he comes home, you'll see a change in him. But right now, I think he's sort of feeling like, I can't get married now. I'm over here, she's over there, overwhelmed by work, kind of just having an all overall blah kind of feeling about life. Just like, ugh, like that kind of feeling. I kind of get how he feels, because I've kind of felt like that before myself. Like, what's the point of this? But I think that if he comes home, it'll change. I don't think that he's going to marry you while he's there. Obviously, I know you have to be, both of them have to be in the same place. But I don't think that he's going to be thinking about it while he's far away. I think he wants to be in the same place at the same time. Yeah, he's like, it comes off like he's just like very gray, like ugh, like a raining cloudy day, or almost like a day where it's not raining but it looks like it's going to. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just kind of blah. And I think it'll change once he comes home. I don't. We think he may come home in June, right? That's what came up the last time. Let's wait and see what happens in June. Krista, does my ex-husband want me to attend his grandma's funeral? Well, that's a good one. %70 chance, yes. Those kind of situations are always really hard. And when I was dating somebody who was a lot younger than me, and not a lot of people knew that we were seeing each other or whatever, he had a death in his family, and I didn't know if I should go. And one of my friends, I was talking to her about it, and she said, her and I both lost our moms when we were young, and our moms were very young. So we kind of have this like connection. And she said to me, she's like, who came to your mom's wake and funeral. She's like, you don't need, you know what it was like, right? And she said, you don't need to be at everything, but you need to show up there at something, even if it's just for 5 minutes. And she was right, and I did. I went to the wake. I wasn't there for very long. I don't think I was there longer than 10 minutes, but I made an appearance. So if you do something like that, I think it may be, something similar. I always think about that whenever I'm like in a weird situation. I always think about what she said to me. You know who was there. You know who showed up. So I think it's always better to do something than to not do it and regret it. Like, if you go and you know what I mean? Like, you did the right thing regardless. Moon. General message for me in the Capricorn. Okay. Oh, big body stretch, eh? Yeah. Okay. So the relationship may be moving kind of slow because you have the Chariot in reverse. You also may feel like either you or the Capricorn are not pursuing the other person hard enough. One person may feel like they're doing all the work, or that the other person's not putting in enough effort. But that changes. The Hangman is in reverse. So this should all start to change over the next couple of weeks. More effort goes into it. 6 of Pentacles would mean that you're going to be feeling more appreciated, and you may be spending more time together, or you may be hanging out together more. And I'm not thinking that he will marry me before he returns. I'm just worried that he's depressed. He's still over there. He may be depressed. Yeah, I definitely. It feels like a cloudy sky. Like that's the feeling that I get. You know, when it's like it's not raining, but it's gray. It looks like it's gonna rain, but it's not. Like it's just. He doesn't come up crazy depressed where like you should be worried about it. But it does come up that he feels very blah and he feels like he doesn't want to be there. I mean, he said it to you. He doesn't want to be there. He wished that he was home or he wishes that he was done with that. He's not thrilled being there, no. But he's not like depressed to a point where it's something that you should be alarmed about. I don't think. That's not what the cards are showing. It just shows like being bummed. Like that's the best way I can just describe it. Like this sucks kind of feeling. All right. Yeah, I'll keep the super chats open until 10 o'clock. How about that? Is that good? For those people that still want to super chat. And don't forget, I have those sales going if anyone wants to do a private sale. 3 questions for 11.11, I think. That's been the most popular one. I also have 4 for 20 up there. Vicky, what is currently happening in Richard's life? He's suffering a little bit here from some kind of regret, feeling bad about something, and also feeling like there may be a holdup or some kind of bullshit going on around money. And he feels like he doesn't really have a lot of choices. So I don't know. He's another one that doesn't look like he's not in a bad place, but he's just kind of like, I don't know, money could be better. He feels a little stuck. Sonia, I want to know if Dee regrets what he said and did last year. Is he having remorse? Okay. He is having remorse. Yeah, he does feel bad. Jasmine, what should I do regarding tea today? Okay, let's see. All right, you have strength and you have power, strength and passion on your side here. You also have justice. I don't really feel like you should do anything today. You have justice here, which means karma is going to step in. I don't know if I would just hold off. Let me see. I mean, if anything, you could reach out to this person and touch base, but I wouldn't do anything else. I would be very light about it because I think that you've got karma working for you, and I think things are going to kind of work themselves out without you having to do too much. Okay, Capricorn, general love. Your love life should be moving forward very quickly. There could be a Taurus around you, and if not a Taurus, it would be an earth sign, a Capricorn or a Virgo. You have a new beginning when it comes to love. You have a lot of strength around the situation and success. If you're not with anyone right now, this relationship that comes in would be built on solid ground and long lasting. If you are with someone right now, you can have a new beginning in your current relationship and work on rebuilding the situation, taking it to the next level, moving forward. You have a wish around love, so put that out into the universe. Leah, does he care about me being with somebody else? He definitely cares. He definitely does not like the idea of you being with somebody else. Leah, how does Khalil, my kid's dad, view me? Thinks that you're balanced, you're innovative, that you guys have an excellent connection. Thinks that you're creative, smart, lucky, decisive, beautiful. A little bit lighthearted and carefree, kind of spontaneous. That you're nurturing. And you could be a little bit fiery at sometimes. I mean, he's got a lot of opinions of you, and for the most part, they're good. I think he thinks you can be a little bit fiery, and if that fire is directed at him, it may be a bad thing for him. But overall, I think he thinks pretty highly of you. Malika, is Michael involved romantically with someone else? Well, I'm getting a 70% chance that there could be somebody else around him. 70% chance there may be somebody else around him. Capricorn, how does Gemini feel about me? How's the Gemini feeling? He feels like you're creative, you're lucky, you're smart, intelligent, forward-moving, beautiful, stable, prepared, down to earth and grounded, and courageous. Coco, how does Kay the Cancer feel about me? Soulmate connection, success. She thinks that you're intuitive, successful, magical, passionate, loving, kind, warm, a hard worker. Chanel, how does Nick want to break up with me? No, 33% chance that he wants to break up with you. That may mean that sometimes you get on his nerves, but no, 33% chance, no. Oh, Krista, ex-husband said he didn't know if his wife would be attending the funeral. Will she? I think she will. I think she will. Leah, will I get the job opportunity soon? I'm broke. I think you will. Let's see if I can tell when. You could have something really good coming in May. Something very positive in May. Malika, is the person his ex Kayla or someone new? All right, is it Kayla? I think it's Keela. Leah, I do the same thing. I'm like, I'm broke. And then I'm like, can I make an appointment? What do you have open for Monday? I'm coming. I do the same thing. You know what? It's part of being fucking human. Or like, it's so funny because I can be so cheap when it comes to certain things. Like, I'm telling you, I will not put a quarter in a meter. I will walk 5 blocks, but I'm not putting a quarter in the meter. But to me, it's more about, then I got to worry about getting back there. You know, it's not so much about the quarter, it's about the inconvenience of it. But there are some things I can be so cheap with. And then other times I'm like, oh, how much do you charge? Oh, $200 an hour? Oh, all right, I'm coming. When do you have your next opening? Sarabi Sharma. When will I get my dream job? Okay, when's the dream job coming in? Oh no, baby. All right, 2 cards fell out. So this is what I'm going to tell you. The 6 of clubs would be June. It would be like this summer. And sometime between then and the fall. Before the end of the fall. So I would say sometime between June 1st and September 21st, that dream job should come in. Anna, is my mom pleased with my life? She's gone now. You know what? I keep hearing, I'm proud of her. I'm proud of her. And I don't usually hear things. I don't always hear things. But that's what I keep hearing in my right ear only. So I don't know if it's coming from this way. But I'm very proud of her. I think that she is pleased. I think that she's very proud of you. I don't always hear things. And it's funny for me, like, the other day somebody said something and I'm like, I don't know why I see the ocean, and that doesn't always happen. So when it does happen, I have to say it. So yes, I do think that she's very proud of you and that she is pleased. I really think that this coronavirus is something else. I think that there's another reason why they want us home. I don't think it has to do with actually getting sick and dying. I just don't. There's 2 cases confirmed in the county that I live in. Two cases, and I think in the county above ours there was like maybe 3 cases. I mean, there's like I don't know. There's something else going on here. There's something going on. It's all going to come to light. Let's put it that way. This is what I'm telling you. These people, right? Whoever it is that are people that in your personal life and the big picture in the world, people that are not who they say they are, or they're pulling scams or whatever it is they're doing, they're going to be exposed for who they are. And I had just had this conversation with my brother. Like, we worked with this girl years ago that she was just such a bitch. And back then, like, I know now that when people are that bitchy and mean, it has so much more to do with them. You know, it's like when a dog, like when a Chihuahua bites, because, you know, he that's his defense. He's got to bite you because he's this big and he feels like that's gives him power. But back then I was just like, you know, what a bitch. You know, I didn't realize that, like, how miserable she really must be to act like that. But she would treat my brother terribly. And I used to say to him, John, it's all going to come out in the wash. She's going to disappear. Just wait. She's going to disappear. And it took a few months, but she fucked off and she disappeared. And, you know, the thing is that I feel like a lot of us, I know for myself, I've always been one of those people that I don't like to cause trouble. I don't like to cause trouble. Let it go. Let it slide. Don't say anything. Well, I'm starting to, like, step up front and center these days because I've just had it. So I think that moving forward, the people that have done good in this world, we're going to know that their true colors were true. And the people that have been trying to fake us and bullshit us and pull the wool over our eyes are going to be exposed. And I think somehow this is all coming to light in our personal lives, you know, in the world and in general. It's all going to come out. I think things are shifting big time. Anna, did JF's mom like me when we talked before she passed? She did. Not only did she like you, but she thought that you were very well prepared. Ready, willing, and able. Like, you know, not like as a person. You know what I'm saying? Like, she thought that you were capable of a lot. She definitely liked you. Leah, is D using this person for his personal gain? All right. I'm only getting a 33% chance that he's using this person for personal gain. It may be part of the reason. It could be part of the reason. Anna, will my son keep his promise to me about the house? Okay. Yes, I definitely think he's going to keep his promise. Sue, will I get 100 on my May 29th exam? Will I get 100? I'm only getting a 70% chance that you're going to get 100, so I think that you just got to study a little bit harder because that percentage will go up if you put more effort in. Chanel, will I be able to attend beauty school next January? Yeah, I think you will. And I think it's going to be something that you're going to pick up really quick. Chels, how's the Sag feeling about me lately? He feels like you that you're very stable, that you guys could have a relationship built on solid ground with celebration around it. Feels that you're very attractive, kind, smart and beautiful, loving, and he's been really appreciating you lately. It's nice. Sarah, how does Omid the Cancer feel about me, the Virgo? Okay, he feels like you are a very hard worker. That's the first card that comes up. He also feels like you're nurturing, you're down to earth, you're loving. I don't know if you haven't seen him in a while, but it looks like he's been missing you or he's been thinking a lot about you lately. And he finds you very attractive. Malika, why is he back with Keela? I don't think that they're back. Nope, there's betrayal and wounds here. He may be talking to her, hanging out with her, but I don't think that they're back together. Not at this point anyway. She may be around the picture, but it looks like he's got a lot of regret around her. She may be trying to get back with him, and I don't know. I don't think that they're back together. I think there's a lot of bullshit here that's gone on. She may be hanging out around the picture or trying to hang out with him or calling him or something. Sweet thing. Okay, you've got magic around you in your love life. So you better manifest what you want when you got this card. Focus on the positive thoughts, not the negative. And you also have a wish when it comes to your love life. So you can really get what you want here. Moving forward, there could be a Pisces, or it may not be a Pisces. It could be somebody who just is a very creative side, a creative type of person comes in. If you're not with anyone right now, balance gets restored to your life. Your love life is going to be moving forward. Once you make the decision to leave past hurt in the past, you move forward. You have it could be a creative type, but you also may have a fire sign here, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Use your intuition. You have a new beginning when it comes to love coming up in the near future. You also have success around love. I think things are going to get hot. You step out of your box, take a leap of faith, and you're going to have some options around you. That's excellent. Really. Chels, how does the Sag feel about me visiting him? I think that he would want to see you. This would be transformation. And I think it would make him feel like breathing a sigh of relief if you were around. Yep, and this is him, Sagittarius. Yeah, I think that he wants to see you. I think he would like that. Afia, why is Linford so distant? He's feeling a little bit unsuccessful right now. This might not have anything to do with you. It may have something to do with just his life in general. But he's feeling a little bit unloved, a little bit unsuccessful. A little bit like he can't make anything work. A little bit like none of his dreams are coming true. He's got some issues around him. He's just going through something right now. Like, not a midlife crisis, but, you know, something like where he may be thinking like, is this all there is? You know, that kind of feeling like he's just a little bit distant because he's just not real thrilled right now. Chels, what's the Sag feel about the cabin trip coming up? He feels like there is strength and courage around it. He feels like there's transformation around it. Ooh, there's travel here. This trip could lead to more trips. I think he's looking forward to it. I think he's looking forward to it. I think it is going to be a good time, and it may lead to more. Go back up to the top. What time is it? I have work early tomorrow. I have no idea what time it is. So let me check. I can check on here. Oh, it's 8:18. Okay, 8:18, 10:18. Casey, has my ex-Sagittarius been feeling since we haven't been back in contact? Okay. Since we've been back in contact. Okay. So what we have here is, well, this is him coming in out of the blue, but you're already in contact, so that's good. He feels like he's going to be a little bit more perseverant. The relationship is going to move forward slowly. However, if you stick with it, you can make it to the 10 of Cups, which means that all 10 cups would be full. You would feel not only successful in your love life, but you would feel successful in all areas of your life. 10 of Cups is one of the best cards to get. I think overall he's very happy and content that you guys are speaking again. All right, let me go back up. Darlene wants a general reading. Okay. All right, you have a water sign around you. If you're not with anyone right now, there could be celebration around a water sign coming in, a Pisces, Scorpio, or a Cancer. And there may be someone that's around the picture right now that you're not seeing. Like they may not have stepped out of the corner, or you may not. It just reminds me of Gunther. I always say it. But like Gunther at the coffee house on Friends, like he's in love with Rachel. He's there every day. He's always making comments. Nobody has any idea he's even alive. That's like the Four of Cups, not seeing it. But moving forward, you should be, this person should let you know. So if you're not with anyone, that person could be coming in. You also have a large sum of money that could be coming in, and it could bring you some kind of financial stability. You have some money stuff going on here that is not a bad thing. The 9 of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Pentacles. Money coming in, a large sum of money, and leading to financial stability. So that's definitely a good thing. All right, let me see. All right, let's cut off the super chats because I'm getting tired and I have to go to bed. And plus this one here is going to get up and she's going to start screaming because she needs to eat. Because she likes to eat. Right? You like to eat? You got chubby little thighs? Yes. Can I squeeze that? Oh, don't, no, 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 no. Moda, how he feels towards me. Okay, how does he feel towards me? And then I'll get the moderators. Moderators, you can send in your and if anyone wants to do a private, I have one private I have to do when I get off this right now. And then I'll be doing privates tomorrow too. The sale, the 3 questions is for today only. The 4 questions will go up until tomorrow. Okay, Moda, how's he feeling? If you haven't heard from him or spoken to him in a while, he comes in out of the blue. He's going to be persevering you. He's coming. Cause for celebration. He's attracted to you. He thinks that you're really smart. He thinks that you're intelligent. He thinks that you know how to set boundaries and stick up for yourself. He also thinks that you're highly intuitive. SARS wants me to do Malapale. Let's see if I can find it. How does the Gemini feel after we had our discussion yesterday? He feels good. He feels stable. He feels grounded. He feels, well, he's a little bit iffy on feeling success. So he may feel like a little bit unsuccessful. I don't know if you guys had a little bit of a disagreement and you won. He feels pretty connected. Yeah, he's feeling pretty well balanced. I think it's good. I think it went well. Mel wants me to give Yasmin. Okay. Are they going to split near April? My ex and the third party, I've been told they are, and he's going to come back towards me. Okay, let's see. I can agree with that. Yeah, I think that that's definitely could be possible in the near future. Okay, so I did. Which other moderators? Brandy? All right, Jenny. Who is my soulmate? We have lots of soulmates. We don't just have one. There's not just one soulmate for us. So I can tell you who the next soulmate is that's coming in, but we have too many. Like we have teachers that are soulmates, siblings, family members. Next soulmate that comes in will be an adventurous, I think Sagittarius. Could be a fire sign, a Leo, or an Aries, but I think it's Sagittarius. Somebody who's very passionate, who wants to transform your life. This person may have a lot of money. There's cause for celebration around the situation, and the relationship would move forward at a nice pace. Now, if you're already with somebody and they're not a Sagittarius, I would say that the next soulmate that comes in would be a friend, not a romantic partner, but they're still going to come in. Still coming in. Sue, Adam's intentions towards me. You got happiness here. So he's intending to make right if there was something wrong, or he's looking to move forward. hard work on the relationship, making it to the top of the mountain. He's got a lot of strength around him. I think his intentions for you are very positive. Brandy. I sent some messages to Deverick yesterday with no response. Why didn't he respond to any of them? Okay. He's just not being appreciative of you. He's like taking you for granted. He's not appreciating you. He's being an asshole. But you know something? I think he still may answer you because the Knight of Pentacles is in reverse. Forward movement. Three of Cups calls for celebration. Plus you have a wish that comes true. So he may still answer you. It might not be tonight or tomorrow, but he still may get back to you. So I would be curious to see if you hear from him sometime this week. I think you will. All right. I am going to go, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. So tomorrow, 2 of my classes have been canceled. So I'm going to be home. I have my first classes at 7, from 7 to like 8:30. And then I'm going to come home and do a live stream early tomorrow morning. And if it's nice out, I'm going to go out for a walk. So with one of my friends, I'm going to meet her and we're going to go for a walk. And we're going to take Avery with us. So I should be on tomorrow morning sometime, maybe around 10. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye. Oh, I teach yoga. There are 2 of my yoga classes were canceled because they want to be able to clean the studio. It's crazy. It's the amount of cleaning. It's crazy. Anyway, so 2 of my yoga classes are canceled tomorrow. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.